Long's Products is a family-owned janitorial supply with mops, brooms, trash bags, and they even have food service disposables, carry-out plates, and to-goes. Check us out.
Good evening, everyone. Bud, welcome back home over here to the Let's Talk show. And I can say welcome back because you've been here before.
Yes, sir.
For all of you guys out there, I'm Jack. And on behalf of all of us over here at UrbanCast and our community, we definitely want to say, Bud, we're really proud of you. Watching your journey from here in Ellick, specifically Ash to TCU, and now stepping into the NFL draft is powerful.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome. Tonight isn't just about football. It's going to be about faith, growth, and what comes next. And Bud has agreed to say he's going to answer any questions that any of our folk have out there. So we're going to be listening. I'm going to go ahead and turn the comments over here on so I can see them as they're coming through. And if you guys have a comment, question for Bud, just chime in there. We're going to just have a little peaceful conversation here tonight. With all that said, Bud, in your announcement, you said you trusted God when you didn't fully understand the plan. Looking back, was there a moment in the journey where faith had to carry you when the path wasn't clear?
I could say when Coach Dykes first came over, I didn't know if I would have to transfer because I had just got a concussion, just coming off concussion. So I was pretty lost at the moment. I didn't know what to do. I talked to my mom, talked to all my friends and stuff, and all they did was tell me to pray. Mm-hmm. And I prayed, and I kept praying. Then before you know it, I was answered.
It was answered, huh?
Yes, sir.
You talked about, in your announcement earlier today, you talked about early mornings, late nights, setbacks, moments of doubt. What was the toughest moment during your time at TCU that helped shape you into the man you are today?
Pretty much like I said, when Coach Dykes came over, we started getting up at 5 in the morning because I started going from 2 o'clock in the afternoon to 5 in the morning. So that was a big thing for me, and I was a horrible person in the morning. I didn't want to talk to nobody, but I had to get acquainted to it. So I feel like, it helped me in the long run because now every time I wake up at 7 in the morning and I'm smiling, happy, everything's rolling. That's my best time in the morning.
In the morning. Hey man, we got that in common. I went to basic training and I'm forever getting up about 5:30, 6 o'clock. I'm up and ready to go.
I'm talking about it go by fast too. You better get to sleep.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Now you catch me late at night, it's a whole different story. No, the answer no. A football has taught you discipline, resilience, accountability, and faith. As you prepare for the NFL, which of those lessons do you lean on the most right now?
I fall back on all of them, because you got to be resilient. You got to be disciplined in order to get to the next level. And I feel like, I've been trying to maintain that, and I feel like that's got me here.
And you mentioned that every rep, every snap, every lesson mattered. How has that mindset, shaped the way you are approaching the draft prep, mentally and both mentally and physically?
Pretty much because I know it's someone out there that looks up to me, or someone like I have a son, but it's probably more people that look up to me. I got friends, got everybody, that probably people that wanted to be in my same spot. So, I feel like I have to excel in any way that I can, every day that I can. Can't wake up complaining because, like I was blessed to be here. Now I didn't have to, I wasn't chosen to, I did choose to be here, Mm-hmm. I was blessed to be here. So I had to get with the program.
You had to get with the program. But Bud, when you think about what you have accomplished, brother, it took a lot of discipline. It took maybe not going to that party, studying for that test. And that takes a lot, man. And so, I guess it was a lot of mental and physical prep work that was going on along that whole journey and all that kind of good stuff.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Uh-huh. Yep. You mentioned that you're a product. You are a product of Alexandria, and a tradition-rich program that you had over at Ash that produced high-level talent. You know, you were prepped, getting ready to leave high school with the tools and the skills to go and compete at any college that you really wanted to. With with all of the success and the attention, how do you stay locked in, knowing the NFL isn't just about getting there, but performing, continuing to perform at that real high level, bro?
I have to know that I have to also have fun, you know. So having fun while I'm doing something that I love, that helps me a lot. Like, cause people don't want to do things that like they don't like. You feel me? So
Hmm.
you have to find a love for it. You know, at one point in time, I didn't know if I loved football, and I had to find my love for it again, and I did. So it's been a blessing, honestly.
You can't make me believe that one, that you have to find yourself.
Yes, sir.
Explain that a little bit more. I ain't gonna let you off the hook on that one.
I was a little down and out. I was just trying to figure everything out. We wasn't doing too good in our seasons. Like since I've been here, we were doing okay, but not as good.
Mhm.
Didn't know if I would have league aspirations. I always wanted to play, but I was like, if my team's doing bad, maybe I'm doing bad. Maybe I can do this, baby. Maybe just a lot of thinking, So I feel like I just had to realize, just have fun. Like the Lord gonna put you like wherever you need to be, and that's where I've been lately.
Mhm. And, and 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 a lot of young people in this community see you as a proof of what Alexandria can produce. How do you view the city right now, and what responsibility, if any, do you feel as someone they look up to?
I want to try to do as much as I can to help my city as much as I can. Like right now I might not have everything that I can to help, whether that be buying a certain spot, kind of renovating doing different things like that.
Mhm.
Just future longevity things. So I've really also been talking about that with my mom, just trying to find buildings and anything, whatever I can do to help the youth, older people, my age, whoever, my peers, everybody.
Here's something a family member put up there. Check this one out. It was a lot of times he couldn't come home for the holiday. He's big.
Man, oh, that's my nanny right there. Yeah, I'm talking about upset. Thanksgiving hurt my feelings because I'm like I look up everybody at home and I'm like, man, I'm up here eating dry turkey, dry ham, like, but it all paid off.
It all paid off. And this thing, you're gonna be playing in the NFL somewhere. There's gonna be games on some of them holidays, and you're gonna be wishing you were back at home and all that kind of
Yes,
good.
sir. Yes, sir. But I also learned that boys do what they want to and men do what they have to, and I've been trying to do what I have to.
Now I hear you. All right, let's say that again. Let me make sure the people in the back of the room can hear you on that one.
Boys do what they want to, men do what they have to.
I hear you. All right. You thank your teammates, your teammates, and spoke about brotherhood in your announcement. What does being a part of the locker room really mean to you, and how important is that as you move to the next level?
I feel like that's having a brotherhood is absolutely amazing. Sometimes it's hard to build, sometimes it's not, but having that because you'll be around these people more than your family sometimes. Like I see my teammates more than I see my son sometimes,
Hmm.
and they'll be like, man, you don't feel no type of way, maybe I do, but it's all right, because like I'm with my brothers, it's not with somebody I don't like, somebody like it's somebody that I know your backstory, I know who you are, and like I just want to build with you. So I feel like I'm with my family, away from my family. So that's what brotherhood is to me.
All right. We've seen athletes like DJ, Cody giving back, through camps here during the summertime, mentorship. When that time is right and you're playing on Sundays, what does that giving back gonna look like to Bud Clark?
Like I said, of course I'm gonna try to do camps and stuff like that, but I'm gonna try to do deeper things also, like try to renovate different things, try to just help the city be better. Cause I've seen something about the crime rate now. Ain't too much you can do about it, but it's small things you can do. So I feel
Yeah,
like I can help.
yeah. See, almost just like that little Thomas the Train. I think I can. I think a
I think
chip
I
here
can.
and a chip there, and
I
that
know
kind
I can.
of. You can, yeah. Um, you said this isn't the end of a chapter, but the beginning of a new one. That was kind of interesting. What excites you most about what's ahead, and what still motivates you to keep pushing?
I guess that I see myself like a plant, like so I've planted my seed, in high school, planting in college now, and I feel like now it's time to plant in the NFL. So well, I'm a de-root, move, water right here. Wherever I go, I'm a water and grow from there. So that's what I've been trying to do with my family.
Now, there was one question that came to us directly and direct. I just ask this question to Bud. What jersey you want to put on, bro? I know you're probably not gonna tell me, but I'm gonna ask it anyway.
Nah, I ain't gonna, like I said, wherever the Lord put me, but I love to be a hometown hero. Go back home or something. Even if I go to the Cowboys or something, but I don't.
Oh.
Oh, ain't too far, but I ain't no hometown. Ain't too far.
Well, I know it's some big. Of course, the Saints are real strong out there, and then but there's a strong Cowboy fan base around this place.
Yeah, everybody I talk to every day, you gonna be a Cowboy, Hey, maybe so.
I hear you. I hear you. Looking beyond football, Bud, the highs and lows, the physical talls. Where do you see yourself in life after 35? What message would you give to people who may not have your path, but are chasing a purpose and a possibility?
You have your own path, so you have to walk your own path. So whatever that leads you to, you have to deal with it. You can always, what you're not changing, you're choosing. You feel so. I feel like whatever you're not what you're not changing, you're choosing. So
Yeah.
if you feel it, you always can make a change wherever you want to. You just need to start.
Now I think my great nephew Keelan Atkins, I think he looking at us right now. I hear he's a student. He's in the 9th grade over at Ash. What would you say to those those 8th graders getting ready to come into high school, and them high school 9th graders? What advice would you give to them? And I want you to move to that mindset too, Bud. Not the senior, but them younger ones, and tell them what they need to be prepping for.
Find you an older guy that you cling to. If he got different advice, use his advice because he's been there longer. And just stay to the course. You feel me? It's gonna be a lot of moving parts, but stay to the course, and you'll be okay.
All right, Bud. Anything else you want to say to these folk over here in Alexandria before we get out of here tonight, man?
Man, I appreciate y'all for being here. I appreciate y'all for having me, and I appreciate all the thanks and congratulations. I'm trying to do my best, and we'll be back. We'll be back soon.
Well, I tell you what, man, I looked at those comments, and I looked at the ones on your page over there, and I look at the ones on our page. There's a lot of people around here rooting for you, man.
Yes, sir.
Like I say, all they want to know is what team they're going to need to be rooting for.
Yeah, as long as everybody got their jersey now.
Yeah. Let me pan through these comments over here and just see if there's anything out here. Right quick. Yeah, the comments are just a continuation of they rooting for you, man.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. But again, man, anytime you need to give a shout out back here at home, UrbanCast gonna be there to bring that message and take it on out there and give it to folks. So we definitely gonna be following that career, and don't be surprised if Dame and Steve, if we can't get you, we're gonna call your mama. We're gonna tell you.
Yeah, she'll get right to me.
So we're gonna hit you up one way or the other. But on the same token, man, we're all extremely proud of you over here in Alexandria, and you're a beacon of hope for what a lot of young men and young women can say, hey, this is what I want to try to do in my career. It didn't have to be in football. It could be basketball. It could be in their academics and all of that kind of good stuff. So, just keep up, because it's a lot of little eyes watching you, brother. That's for sure.
Yes, sir.
Again, I want to say thank you for your time, your transparency, and for representing Alexandria the right way. And to our audience out there, thank you for always supporting UrbanCast. You just don't know how much that means to us. And a special thank you goes out to Sadler's Towing, who, by the way, Sadler's Towing is a big-time Ash supporter, too. You know what I mean? Okay. Long products, legendary Kung Fu and Tai Chi. United Wrestling Entertainment, Natives International Market, and the Threadhead Embroidery. But again, we want to say thank you, man. You have a good one.
Yes, sir. I appreciate y'all. Go Frogs.
Go Frogs. I hear
Yes,
you.
sir.
Have a good one, man.
Yes, sir. You too.
Hang tight, bud. I'm going to end this stream.
All right, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, did you know Long's Products is a family-owned janitorial supply with mops, brooms, trash bags, and they even have food service disposables, carry-out plates, and to-goes? Check us out.